Early season fly fishing to me means starting literally from the day the ice leaves the lake. We can have some phenomenal fishing action during that early season prior to the lake turning over. So what do we use right at ice off? Because there's really not going to be any major or significant insect hatches, which typically means chironomids. So that means we're fishing things like leeches, immature dragonfly nymphs, immature damselfly nymphs, and scuds, and water boatmen. And why are we fishing water boatmen, an insect right at ice off, is because water boatmen and their cousins backswimmers survive the winter under the ice. So the day the ice comes off, they're happy and they're bopping around, and they'll often take flight and fly from one area of the lake to another area of the lake. But it's a food source that fish are willing to chase. Just remember that these trout, and brook trout as well rainbow trout, have spent 4 to 6 months, maybe longer, under the cover of darkness, under ice, in super cold water temperatures. And so the day the ice comes off, they're obviously feeling the warmth, that little bit of warmth, and they're going to start feeding aggressively because they've been under the ice all winter and their metabolism has been a lot slower. So ice off fishing, early season fishing, is shallow water fishing. We're fishing the shallow portions of the shoal. Oftentimes we're fishing less than 7-8 feet of water. And well, how do we know to start that shallow? It's because you'll often see fish moving in shallow water, in that very skinny water, and that's where you go. You go to where the fish are moving and fish these bread and butter food sources that are available to these trout and char. And so we're talking with floating lines, with or without indicators, intermediate sinking lines, type 3 full sinking lines, and fast stripping patterns on those sinking lines, or wind drifting leeches, micro leeches, immature or baby damselfly nymphs, chironomid larvae, bloodworms, all effective in that shallow water zone and that early season fishing. So don't be afraid to get out, and if you're fortunate to be out on the water the day the ice comes off the lake, you'll not only probably have the lake probably to yourself, but you can experience some great fishing action. And that great early season action is going to last right until the lake turns over 2 to 3 weeks after ice off. And then once turnover is completed, that's when we start to see the great spring hatches that we all look forward to.